You tired of your mob player who has 91, 95 driving a standing dunk consistently go for terrible layups, or better yet, jump shots from 2 feet from the hoop? Well, I'm going to go over how to prevent that from happening and boost your inside game immediately in NBA 2K20. So alright, let's get it. And in this video, I'm going to 100% of the time use the right stick to dunk. You never want to press X or square and leave it up to the game to decide which type of dunk you want to trigger, because a lot of the time they're stupid. And the easy way to prevent getting blocked from behind is eliminating the type of dunks that bring the ball behind your head. Now, I bet many aren't trying to hear that and quit boring dunks like this, so take from that what you will. So okay, first off is recognizing not everybody takes off from the same spot on the floor to initiate a dunk consistently, and this is what messes a lot of people up. See here with Lou Williams, despite his 30 dunk, he can still dunk, but he begins his gather to dunk inside of the free throw line, where if you start at the free throw line or behind it, he lays it up or attempts a jumper. Now with lag and the precision you need, there will be times you think you're inside the free throw line and you're not, and bam, you're shooting something you didn't want, which only hurts the effectiveness of Lou Williams. Not that you're going to be dunking with him anyway, but a lot of players are like this. Now with Kawhi Leonard, he actually starts behind the free throw line, giving you more room for error to initiate your dunk animation. Now with Magruder, who has 50 dunk, actually starts behind the line as well, so it's not necessarily tied to their dunk rating where they're able to start from. Look how far away my guy activates his. Granted, it's not a dunk here, but it's one reason that I love his inside game is I can start it so far away from the hoop. To figure this out, just hop into practice mode or shoot around with your players to test, okay, when will 2K let me dunk with this guy if I come down the middle? Okay, when will it let me when I'm coming from the left or right wing? Now let's talk about dunk packages. To do certain dunks in certain spots, you or the NBA player you're using will have to have that type of dunk equipped. If you want to dunk under the rim, you have to have a dunk package to be able to do that. And to be able to pull off a baseline reverse dunk, you have to have one of those as well, which you attempt by hitting turbo and aiming the right stick towards your player's back. And if your player has one in his arsenal, he will do it. And my team, Gerald Wallace, was so nasty for me, in part because he could do baseline reverse dunks all the time. You're able to trigger these about halfway between the 3-point line and a circle under the paint. If you start too far out, like in the Lou Williams example, you will end up forcing a jumper. Now players who don't have a reverse dunk in their arsenal, they will default to performing a reverse layup. Now that you got that down, you can start adding and having to deal with defenders and their positioning. You ideally want to attempt to dunk when the defender is beside you, or ideally behind you, like you know when you go for layups and you get that animation that seals you in front of the defender. It's like that. And then you bust out a dunk that is hand appropriate to where you and the defender are on the court. Now if they're in the paint, you want them directly under the rim as much as possible to get the most consistent results. The handiness here doesn't matter as much. And for the big men and standing dunks. Now if you have under the basket dunks equipped, knowing where you are on the court will determine how you try and dunk it. Just like how when you're in the corner, you're now able to do reverse dunks and layups, instead of the one-hand dunk you would get if you would aim the right stick in the same direction if you came from the middle. Now the dunk, you have to be inside or just outside the circle to jam it down. If you're on either side of the rim, if you're posting up, let go of the left trigger and hold right trigger and aim the right stick down to slam it home. You see here with Zeller, anytime I don't aim the right stick down, he lays it up. Now if you're in front of the rim or slightly to the side, you can still select whichever type of dunk you want to do. Left hand, right hand, two hands, you're good. But again, once you're on the side, you must aim down to dunk it. And lastly, how badges affect your dunking. Now the 2K Twitter account tweeted before the year what contact finisher was working with, and that was just putting your contact finisher badge on bronze increased your contact dunk frequency by 20% and 15% more each level you go up. So maxing out this badge to Hall of Fame would increase your amount of contact finishes by 65%, which isn't too shabby. And if you combine everything I went over in this video, you should have no problem dominating inside the paint and increasing your field goal percentage immediately. So with that, I hope I was able to provide a few tips to help you finish in the paint strong in NBA 2K20. And if you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more NBA 2K20 content. And once you're with us, hit that bell icon at the bottom so you don't miss anything we put out. Alright people, I'm Chris from Sports Gamers Online. Thank you all for watching, and be good y'all.